All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are here. We are live at X Games and in Aspen, Colorado. We have recorded a handful of interview-style podcasts with some of the athletes. We're going to post these immediately as soon as we can. We're sitting here on the table. We're going to chop these up and get these out as soon as possible, just so that it's current and relevant to X Games. And so it'll be a little bit out of our normal schedule of every 2 weeks. I think you guys are going to like this better. And so one thing we ask is just have a little patience. There is like literally a concert stage right there. And there's people on the loudspeaker all day. And so some of the episodes we had to start, stop. Some of them we just pushed through. And so there's going to be a little bit of background noise. We'll try and clean it up as best as we can, but just have a little patience. Sit back, enjoy a few of these athlete episodes here at X Games. First day on a snowmobile.
On a ramp snowmobile.
On a ramp snowmobile, January 1st.
Yeah. It was quite the timeline marker.
Gosh, man. Okay, we're here at Heydays.
No, you're not.
Dude, we're just pulling bangers out left and right, dude. I'm like so used to putting a headset on and saying, back at Heydays. We're at X Games.
Aspen.
That's where we're at. We're in Aspen. And we've got, so I reached out to like all of the competitors, all the athletes. I'm like, hey, I've got a list of questions. And it'd be cool to get everyone in here and just kind of get a vibe for where everyone's at.
Yeah.
2020 was the last year, if I have my math right.
Yep.
With snowmobiles. And so that's what we're doing. We're just going to kind of bang through these questions and get a vibe for everyone. So I've got Cody Matechuk here. Dude, where are you from?
Cochrane, Alberta, just northwest of Calgary. And usually riding snow bikes here, but snow bikes aren't back. They brought snowmobiles back. So now I'm on a sled, thumb throttle.
A little thumb throttle.
Yeah.
What do you do outside of kind of action sport? Like when you're not on a snow bike, what do you do?
Well, that's an interesting one. Basically most gnarly extreme sport there is, I kind of found my way into that. All of them.
All of them. Just all of them.
All of them.
Cool. And that's what you do. So you're blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah, full time. But been riding a lot of freestyle motocross. Do a bunch of stuff in the backcountry with snow biking, whether it's R&D, working on the kits, coaching snow bike camps, do some FMX camps. Most of my hobby time, I walk up mountains and jump off them and like fly my wingsuits between trees.
Did you just do it did I just see a video of you? Did you just like
on the way down?
On the way down, didn't you just like jump off a cliff or something?
Yeah, Tiff and I stopped. I said, I knew this spot. It's only about 10 miles down the way. We can do it. So nice little, yeah.
Like freestyle jump? You just go find a cliff and then you just jump off of it?
Yeah, I mean, that particular one was one I've jumped before, but yeah, as long as you got a laser and as long as it's high enough and steep enough, and every jump has its different difficulties. And
like it's not with an outfit. This is just you
no.
picking a cliff and saying that looks like fun to jump off of.
Yeah, and there's no instructor. Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Wow.
That's well after skydiving. Go skydive first.
And then do this.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
That's rad, dude. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're at X Games. I just about said Heydays again. Holy cow, I gotta get that out of my head. You're here at X Games. Where are you at mentally right now? This is Thursday. This is practice, prep.
Yeah.
The show starts tomorrow. Where are you at mentally right now?
Yeah, it's cool being back here. Normally we're back here racing, so I gotta tell you, I love doing this freestyle thing a lot better than racing. It's a lot more mellow. It doesn't look more mellow, but it is. It's it's me and the ramp out there. It's things that we've practiced a lot. You don't have 20 other wild cards going into turn one.
Yeah.
The whole logistics of it feels a lot more simple. We got new ramps this year. For me, it's not a new ramp. It's just a snowmobile ramp. It's all new.
Yeah.
So everybody else is crossing over from the super kicker into the next gen. I've never even hit the super kicker, so I had nothing to worry about there.
Sure.
And they got a good setup. We tested it the first day. Jumps were a little janky. We matched them up good now. The crew out here has been doing a killer job listening to us, listening to the riders, and just making everything feel
taking
right.
feedback, and I love it.
Getting us as most comfortable as we can to throw down.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you first like when did it actually hit you that you were going to come back here to X Games and compete? Not well, we just found out not on a snow bike, but on a snowmobile.
I was actually slotted to judge. I was supposed to come in and judge snowmobile.
Oh.
So I knew I was coming to X, and then down the pipeline, some things happened. There was a snowmobile from Factory Polaris that they needed a rider for, and basically just had to go hit a setup and see if it was something that could work. So me and Tiffany and the dog drove down to Idaho and got together with Willie Elam, and they had a sweet little nice practice setup with an airbag, super safe. Rode his old Ski-Doo 600 for 5-6 days till I got my new 9R, and then transitioned into that. And honestly, it's been a pretty smooth transition. A few hiccups with like learning thumb throttle during tricks. You're if you're upside down doing KOD flips, like your hands moving, so your fingers can get caught on the throttle, and whiskey it. So just like learning how to either avoid or use that throttle, the big power to its advantage. And but other than that, the physics and the tricks, and it's all feels very similar to dirt bikes.
So just so everyone's clear, this is your first go on a snowmobile on a freestyle track.
Yeah.
First time.
Yesterday was the first time actually riding on snow, because we were riding on wheel skis and in a dirt loop with turf for the whole month practicing. So yesterday was the first time I actually rode a freestyle sled on snow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nothing like it. It's just starting at X Games, right?
Yeah,
jumping right in.
Good show.
So what do people not see? I mean, you've been prepping. What do people not know or not see that you've been doing? Putting in the work, and that you've been doing that's been out of sight.
Well, honestly, everyth's been out of sight. I think I made one post for the last 3 weeks running up to X Games here. So, to put it clearly, nobody knows. We've been just, taking every day, working up slowly. The first 3 days, we started at small gap, worked it back. It was a very comfortable process. Pushed myself, it's scary stuff we're doing, so obviously you got to push yourself a little bit, but it felt good, and every day it felt a little bit better. You sleep on something, it feels better. So it just slowly getting used to all the different things that sleds have that moto doesn't. And
and we mentioned this already. What does it mean to Cody? I know you were here on bikes before, snow bikes, but what does it mean to you to see and hear snowmobiles back here at X Games?
I'm just super stoked that motorsports has made its way back, because just talking to everybody in the industry, you go to dealerships, you go to ride meetups, whatever you go to, there's always a talk of, is X Games even happening? Like, what's going on with that? It's like, well, no, it actually has been going on every year. Even through COVID, they still had X Games. It just looked different.
Yep.
Just motorsports weren't back. So I think it gets like a whole second half of generation involved into the X Games. It brings up the viewership of the ski snowboard. It brings up the viewership of the whole event. And we usually draw, I say we, I just mean motorized sports usually draw the biggest crowds here too. So
that's what I heard.
This is pretty rad.
This is our first time here, but we've talked to some people, and it's like, that's cool. Like, we know what's going on out there is cool, but once the engines start firing up, you'll see crowds start making their way over here. So
there's just nothing like it. I mean, these things are big, mean. They're spitting snow. They're loud. They got screws in the tracks. Like, it's just gnarly.
Yeah. So out there, okay, on the track, on the course, there may be a fine line. The line may be a little bit blurred, but what is like that line that when it's go time that you're either going to be willing to cross or not willing to cross, as far as what you do out there on the course this weekend?
Yeah, I think based on practice, I practiced hard and practiced all the tricks that I want to do. There's nothing really that's like a big wild card for me. I feel very confident in everything that I'm going to bring to the table. It'll be just about throwing down a smooth run and, not missing things.
Yeah.
Everyone out here can ride good. There's a lot of guys that have a lot of flip tricks. So be important to just throw down a clean run and race the clock a little bit. We were originally supposed to have 90 seconds. Now we're down to 75. So, if he can squeak in an extra hit than the rest of the crowd or the rest of the guys, then
so speed, yeah.
Find different ways to try and elevate the run.
Yeah. Okay. And so right before a run, what are you telling yourself? Are you pretty dialed in? Are you pretty loose? Or do you have like a little ritual you do,
I do like to warm up. Like to warm up my abs, some high knees, some jumping jacks, get the blood flowing, let myself know that it's go time. Yep. And then basically just got to slow down too. Like I'm not a big guy about hype. It's all about slowing down, centering yourself, being in the moment, and telling yourself you got this. There shouldn't be doubt.
Yeah.
So
love it.
Yeah.
Okay. After this whole weekend's over and the show's over and all the clips are out there, what are you hoping that the people will say about what you do here this weekend?
I just hope it's a good showing. Like we said, it's my first X Games here under the snowmobile tarp. I got no targets on my back or nothing to prove, so I'm here to have fun and just throw down and enjoy the experience and enjoy a little bit more laid back experience, even though it seems like it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
Flipping sleds 75 feet in the air, but it feels more normal because this is my normal day job, is doing freestyle motocross in front of large crowds.
Yeah. So that aspect of it is not new to you at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. I have a couple secret fire round questions I just remembered. What's the dumbest thought you've had cross your mind right before hitting the jump? Hitting the ramp.
Weird things, like I've had I don't remember where it was, but doing an indoor freestyle motocross show, and they had a red light kind of like behind but beside the setup.
Okay.
So as you're hitting this setup, it looks like there's an ambulance light on.
Oh.
Which is like
red light.
Yeah, not so sweet to have
the last thing you thought, to see before you hit.
Yeah. Things like that. And I had one also a while back where I was locked in to my tow hook, getting ready to do big no hand flip. Mind fart, don't know what happened, decided to straight air, and then went to do a seat grab, and then my foot was locked in. It's like, get all stuck on it, but landed the jump safe, avoided doing a flip safely. So sometimes those are hard because when you drop into these are 90-foot in runs. If I'm doing a flip, I'm doing a flip regardless.
Yeah. So
it's hard to get distracted and pull out of that and do something else. So
yeah,
pretty much lock in, and it's like being on a moto gate. When that 5-second board, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
So when we're on that in run, mine's made up.
Yep, for sure. Who are you most nervous to compete against this weekend?
Well, I think the big name in the sport or whatever is Turcotte. So I know he's going to be throwing down big. But other than that, it doesn't really feel like a competition to me.
Just like a bunch of buds, just kind of going out there and
just another show. Just trying to go down, throw out my run, and wherever the judges put me, they put me. So.
Yeah. What's one thing you're hoping nobody notices about your riding this weekend? Like, is there like a little something you do, but like only you do it?
I don't know. I just hope I look good on a snowmobile. Feel good out there. I don't think there's.
Have you been able to watch any clips of yourself yet on a snowmobile?
No, we got off our first practice here. I haven't watched it yet. Other than watching our practice stuff from last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to be here. Just excited to throw down my run and just do everything clean. So
cool.
Not putting too much stress on it.
Yep. Being loose, having fun.
Yeah.
There we go. Cody Matechuk, first one on the hot seat this weekend, and wish you luck, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Be safe out there.
Thank you.